Hello, dear students. Today we will speak about the agriculture in Great Britain. Write down the sentence. Agriculture in Great Britain. At the last lesson, we had spoken about the history of agriculture. Also, pay attention to the first tractors, to the chemical sites, and to the first hybrids. Today, let's pay attention to the agriculture in Great Britain. At this lesson, you should read the text and translate. Answer the questions. There will be a text and answer us after translating the text. You should answer the questions. Pay attention. Be attentively, please. Let's begin reading. Agriculture. The physical environment and natural resources of England are more favorable to agricultural development than those of those parts of the United Kingdom. A greater proportion of the land consists of lowlands with good soils, where the climate is conducive in crop growing. The majority of English farms are small, but holdings being less than 250 acres, 100 hectares. Nonetheless, they are highly mechanized. This part is about the agriculture in Great Britain in general. Now, let's begin speaking about the main crops. About the main crop is in England, it is wheat. Wheat, the chief grain crop, is grown in the drier, sunny countries of eastern and southern England, where new, stronger varieties have become increasingly widespread and average yields have risen significantly. Also, in our country, wheat plays a very important role. And as for the England, it is also the chief grain crop. You can see the picture of wheat. There are also another crops, not only wheat. It's barley, corn, rye, and potato. Barley is grown mainly for livestock feed. The acreage under oats is gradually declining. Corn, maize, and rye are also grown. Principal potato growing areas are the fenlands of Norfolk, Cambridgeshire, and Lincolnshire, the clay soils of Humberside, and the pits of North Yorkshire. Also, these kinds of crops: barley, corn, rye, potato. Every one of you use these kinds of crops. Sugar beet. Sugar beet production depends heavily on government subsidy because of competition from imported cane sugar. In recent years, acreage and yield for rye have increased. Grass and its variants are grown for feeding livestock. Pay attention to the picture. You can see the sugar beet, where people do sugar for us. Also, Market gardening. The growing of vegetables, fruit, and flowers, known in England as market gardening, is often done in greenhouses and is found within easy walking distance of large towns. The proximity of a market being of more consequence than climatic considerations. For example, in this picture you can see a lot of kinds of vegetables, and they play very important role in England market. Also named as market gardening. In our country, we also use such way. County of Kent. The fertile clay and limestone soil of Kent has always been conducive to fruit growing. Cultivation was first established there on a commercial scale in the 16th century. The county of Kent is a major supplier of fruits and vegetables. For example, apples, pears, blackcurrants, cauliflowers, and so on. And cabbages. You know, a lot of kinds of fruits, vegetables, apples, pears, blackcurrants, cauliflowers and cabbages, carrots, beetroots, potatoes, carrots, and so on. Hereford and Worcester is noted for its plums, while Somerset and Devon specialize in cider apples. These countries, cities are very famous for its plums. In Great Britain, livestock also the main part of agriculture. The agriculture of England is primarily concerned with livestock husbandry and, in particular, with milk production. There you can see a lot of cows, and in our country also they play very important role. As for the milk production, dairying is important in every country. So the main concentrations are in Western England. The quality of dairy cattle was improved considerably after World War II. The higher yielding dairy breeds, including the Friesian and Ayrshire, have become more numerous than the ones dominant shorten. For example, Friesian cattle and Ayrshire cattle. And there are two sides of cattle. They are Friesian and Ayrshire. Also, you can see their picture. Now let's answer their questions, please. The first question: what can you say about Britain agriculture in general? The second question: what is the main crop in Britain? The third: tell about another crops in Britain. Do fruits play important role in Britain? As for the vegetables, what can you say? Is the agriculture of England primarily concerned with livestock husbandry and in particular with milk production? Today we have spoken about the agriculture of Great Britain. We also have paid attention to the crops, to the vegetables and fruits and livestock of Britain. Our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.